If you're planning to design your home, wait. Before you choose your sofa, order your curtains, or start buying beautiful things you should know about interior design. I wish someone had told me these things before designing spaces. Because sometimes we think a beautiful home requires a huge budget, a perfect plan, or expensive furniture. But that's not always true. In fact, some of the smallest decisions can completely change how your home feels. So if you're planning a new home, renovating your current space, or simply want your home to feel better, time, and a lot of design mistakes, let's get into it. Fact 1. Fact 1. You don't need a huge budget. Let's start with the biggest misconception. You need a lot of money to have a beautiful home, but honestly, you don't. Of course, budget matters, but good interior design isn't simply about buying expensive things. These things can completely change the way your space feels. And sometimes, you don't even need to buy anything. You can rearrange your furniture, remove unnecessary clutter, change your lighting, restyle your existing decor. So before you think, I need more money to improve my home, ask yourself, am I using what I already have in the best possible way? Can change how you approach your entire interior. Fact 2, you don't need to have the perfect plan. This is something that can stop people from even starting. You want to design your home, but you think you need to know everything first. Which sofa? Which color? Which dining table? Which artwork? And because there are so many decisions, you keep waiting. But here's the truth. Your home doesn't have to be completely figured out from day one. Start with the basics, understand your space, measure it, think about how you actually use it, then make one decision at a time. And as you live in the space, you will understand what works and what doesn't. Interior design isn't always about creating a perfect plan before you begin. Sometimes the design's better because you allow yourself to adjust along the way. So don't wait for everything to be perfect. Start. Fact 3, interior design is a science too. When most people hear interior design, they think about colors, furniture, and decoration. But there is so much more to it. Interior design also involves proportion, scale, balance, lighting, ergonomics, and functionality. And you can actually notice this in your own home. Have you ever bought a beautiful piece of furniture online, only to realize it looks completely different in your room? That's often because of scale and proportion. A small rug can make a large room feel disconnected. A tiny coffee table can look lost in front of a large sofa. A huge piece of furniture can make a small room feel cramped. So before buying something simply because it looks beautiful, to look at its size. Look at the room, look at the surrounding furniture. Because the right piece isn't just beautiful by itself. It has to be right for the space. Fact 4, small upgrades can make a big difference. Now here's the part I love the most. You don't always need a complete makeover. Sometimes your home just needs a few thoughtful upgrades. Think about your living room. Same sofa, same walls, same coffee table. Now change just a few things. Add warm lighting. Introduce some texture. Change the cushion covers, add a rug. Remove unnecessary objects from the coffee table. Maybe bring in a plant or one beautiful piece of artwork. Suddenly, the room feels completely different. And that's because interior design isn't always about more. Sometimes it's about better. Better lighting, better proportions, better placement, better textures, better balance. So if your home doesn't feel right now, don't immediately think, I need to renovate everything. Start small. Choose one area. Make one upgrade. Then see the difference. Fact 5, stop treating every purchase like a big decision. Now let's talk about something we all do. Overthinking purchases. You see a beautiful vase. You love it. You love it. But then you start thinking, will it match? What if I find something better? Should I buy this color? And suddenly you're spending an hour deciding whether to buy a 500 rupees decor piece. Of course, you shouldn't buy everything you like. But you also don't need to treat every small purchase like it's a permanent life decision. Before buying something, simply ask yourself 3 things. Do I actually like it? Does it work with my existing space? And will I still like it when the trend is gone? If the answer is yes, go for it. Your home doesn't need to follow one perfect design rule. It should have personality. It should feel like you. Fact number 6, secondhand can sometimes be better. And finally, let's talk about something people often overlook: secondhand furniture and decor. We have become so used to buying everything brand new that we sometimes forget how much potential old pieces have. An old wooden table can be refinished, a vintage chair can be reupholstered, an old cabinet can get new hardware. A secondhand mirror can become the statement piece of your entryway. And sometimes these pieces have something brand new furniture doesn't: character. When you mix old and new pieces together, your home can feel much more personal and layered. And obviously, there's another benefit. It can save you money. So before buying everything brand new, look around, check local markets, look at secondhand options, see if something you already own can be restored. So if you're designing your home, remember these 6 facts. You don't need a huge budget. You don't need the perfect plan. Interior design is about science as much as style. Small upgrades can create a huge difference. You don't need to overthink every purchase. And secondhand pieces can sometimes be more beautiful and meaningful than something brand new. But most importantly, don't design your home just to make it look good in a photograph. Design it so that it feels good when you wake up in it, live in it, relax in it, and come back to it every day. Because the best home isn't the one that looks perfect, it's the one that feels right. If you found even one idea useful, don't forget to like video, subscribe to the channel, which part you're going to try in your home. And stay with me for the next interior upgrade because we're going to take this one step further and talk about the simple design decisions that can make your home look more expensive without actually spending more. I'll see you in the next one.